Happy Wednesday to all of my amazing Sagittarius. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a very special reading on today. Sagittarius, happy Wednesday. Sagittarius, listen, Pluto is retrograde for about 30 more minutes. Then it goes station direct. So a lot of you all are still decluttering, like at that, you do that like last minute decluttering of things, Sagittarius? Yes. So listen, at the time of filming, it's about 30 more minutes before Pluto goes station direct. But currently, right now, at this very moment, while I'm filming, 6 planets are retrograde. We have Uranus, Saturn, Jupiter, your ruling planet, Neptune, Mercury, and who did I miss? And Uranus, right? So 6 planets. That does not include Chiron and True North, which are also retrograde right now. So there's a lot going on. So we're going to get right into your reading, okay? Because there's a lot of things that people are changing at the very last minute, right? And so when planets go retrograde, I actually get excited when planets go retrograde, because when you understand that planets don't move backwards, nor that they move slower, it just gives that illusion, and you know exactly what those planets are aligned with in us, in our bodies, then you'll get excited too, right? But some people have a really hard time with change, but that's not true of mutable signs, right? You, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces are all mutable signs, and mutable signs adapt very easily to change. So I'm seeing a lot of things coming your way, a lot of great things coming your way. Let's talk about it, okay, Sagittarius? Let's go. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my amazing Sagittarius as it relates to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions and spirituality, and where they need to take action. I am talking to my smart, caring, deep thinkers who are also honest, loves to have fun, has a great sense of humor, idealists, generous, archers. That's your symbol as an archer. Yes, I'm talking to you gods and goddesses. Sagittarius, get excited about being a Sagittarius. Jupiter is the largest planet. Yes, the planet of expansion. Even though it's yours and one of Pisces' ruling planet, it's very, very generous to Sagittarius. I'm going to tell you guys why. Because, like I said, here's what you have to your advantage. Not only you're a divine masculine sign, you all are givers, right? You all are a mutable sign, and you're a fire sign, right? And so you guys have that flexibility, that positive flexibility that allows you to kind of sort of move into spaces and, like, heat things up in a good way. And we know fire is a purifier, but I need people to get really, really excited about about their power, right? The power that they hold, right? So let's get into your reading, because I see quick change happening for you all. Remember I said, like in some previous readings, Sagittarius, that people have tried to convince you of some things that you didn't see, because you all are like the I see sign. Keep that in mind, because I always ask trivia questions, when I'm doing my giveaways when it's your season, right? So just keep that in mind. Sagittarius is the I see. That's your motto, right? I see. That's your favorite phrase. I see. I saw that. I know what I saw. It's I see, okay? Just trying to plant a seed so you all know. Don't ever let people tell you that you didn't see what you know you saw, right? Because you see things in the spirit realm, right? Even as a child, you saw things in the spirit realm, and people try to convince you that you didn't see, okay? You all are the I see sign. You all are archers. You see it. You aim for it, boom, you hit your target, right? Here we have the Wheel of Fortune. Boom, this is your card. This is a good reading. Listen, I'm telling y'all, get excited about it. We also have the Strength card, which is attached to Leo. Fixed sign. Leo is also a fire sign. It's one of your sister signs. We have the Page of Swords. We also have the Six of Wands. I see Victory. I'm also seeing Justice, which is Libra. Scales of Justice spinning in your favor. Yay! Sagittarius, listen, I'm not even surprised though. I'm really, really not surprised. And we have the Queen of Wands, right? This is fire, okay? So listen, when I look at this, first of all, like I said, your ruling planet is Jupiter. That's the planet of expansion. It happens to be retrograde right now, with along for other things that's retrograde. Listen, what I'm really, the energy that I'm feeling here is your willingness and your drive is really heightened by your idealistic view of justice, right? And so the wish is that everything should be right in the world and as quickly as possible, right? And so that nobody should be disappointed, and everybody's needs need to be met. That's the mind of a Sagittarius, right? And so you all explore philosophies and religions in your quest to find, the world's ills, because so you all can help make it right, right? This is what I really, really love about you all. I'm seeing you all like really, really getting to a place, right? This is where the adaptability is really gonna help you all, right? Not only standing in your power, and it's going to keep your vibrations high. I see you all using this sword right here, this power. Some of you all may have Libra in your chart, and also tapping into your strength, right? This infinity sign right here is letting me know you have an infinite amount of strength. But when you turn the infinity sign this way, it's the number 8. And as a numerologist, let me help you with the number 8, just in case you all didn't watch my video about the number 8. The number 8 is a money exchange number, right? So the top window for number 8 is the top window for the number 8 is about vision, right? You know, you see things in the spirit realm. I'm going to go after that. I visualize it, right? This is what I'm seeing. And I also, your goods and services. Right now, Sagittarius, I've been saying this, but I'm going to say it again because I really want y'all to get this down in your spirit. Right now is a perfect time. Whatever gifts and talents that you had, products and services that you've been wanting to sell, whether it's art, whether it's poetry, whether it's music, whatever form of art, whatever form of product that you have, if you want to start a YouTube channel, whatever it is that you want to do, now is the perfect time to do it. Your ruling planet is retrograde. Even though, I'm going to say this again, planets don't move backwards and they don't move slower, it will feel like for you, time is slowing down just to give you an advantage, okay? So a lot of things that I see you all, so this is where I want you to tap into your strength, right? So I see a lot of you all focusing on primarily your healing, and that healing is going to require a lot of strength. A lot of you all have been taken advantage of as kids, not just sexual trauma. I'm talking about just gaslighting and sociopathic behavior around you, the whole 9 yards. I see a lot of you all tapping into your strength and rechanneling that focus somewhere else, Sagittarius. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, these things may have happened to me, but I'm that bounce back. I'm that bounce back sign. That's mutable signs. I'm bouncing back and I'm coming back stronger like a lion, right? That fire in you, right? I'm getting ready to learn how to balance it all out. I'm getting rid of all that hurt, all that stress, all that fear, all that stuff that would have kept me bound and like really just kind of sort of all those challenging relationships that I was in with people. I'm cutting the air supply, just like that. I'm cutting the air supply. Like I said, this right here is attached to Jupiter, which is you and Pisces ruling planet. But I'm telling you, it really favors you guys the most. It really, really is the planet of expansion, of good fortune, of good luck, whatever you want to say, good luck. Some people believe in luck, some people don't. But it's a planet of expansion, right? So you're tapping into your strength. You're balancing out your own scales. Some of you all may have Libra in your charts, or you may have been influenced by a Leo or a Libra, or maybe even a Pisces or another Sagittarius. But nevertheless, you all are on fire. You're like, okay, all challenging relationships, all iffy relationships, I'm taking that sword. I'm not saying anything bad about anybody. I'm quick, I'm easily adaptable. I'm not going to vibrate low at all. That's not where I'm not going to be brutally honest. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm just going, hey, just sever the ties and just keep it moving, right? Remember, a lot of times people get upset about change in relationships, whether they've been demoted or promoted to friendship or demoted to an acquaintance. You were once a friend, now you're an acquaintance. So, or that you don't have any place in people's lives, or they don't have a place in yours. People get upset about it because of the vulnerability. We know that vulnerability really truly is strength, right? But sometimes it's time to just move on, right? You don't have to say anything bad about them. Matter of fact, I always encourage people not to say anything bad or sarcastic or slick at the mouth or be shady or none of that stuff. Like, you don't need to be shady or messy or none of that, because that brings low vibration karma back onto you. That brings bad karma back onto you. And some people never come out of that rut because they don't even see that their slick comments and slick mouths keeps them in that constant karmic cycle, right? Again, in contrast, you have people that's always speaking to people's highest frequency, and their karmic cycle is good. It's constantly good things happening to them. That's who you want to be, right? That's who you are, right? So this is what I'm seeing. Victory, right? Here we have the Queen of Wands. This is where I'm seeing you feeling on fire, magnetic, happy, free. Listen, if somebody were to ask you, how come you no longer talk to this person anymore? And you were to say, oh, I don't really like them, and I always knew that they were phony, and I always knew this. Guess what? You just brought bad karma back on yourselves, right? Because, again, we don't know in totality what is going on in people's lives, right? Maybe that person just needed some time to recharge. maybe when they come back around, for them it's like, okay, nothing ever happened, because that's just who they are. They're a person who needs to recharge. There are some signs that they may seem like they're ghosting people, but for real, that's the way that they recharge, right? You do have people that ghost people, but do you also have people that's just like, okay, I need to recharge. I'm so busy giving, because you all are givers, right? Let me run down the givers versus the receivers, right? Givers and receivers are not takers by default, just like givers are not takers by default. Givers are Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, Aquarius, Gemini, Libras, right? Divine masculine energy. Your energy is directed outward. You're very action oriented. So you feel like you are forced to suppress. It can cause you to vibrate low, right? That's why it's so important to make sure the energy that is around you is also high vibrating. Because if you got low vibrating family members, low vibrating friends, low vibrating, guess what's going to come out of you when you feel like, okay, I'm about to burst with all this information? Something negative, something low vibrational. You got to make sure your soul tribe is positive, high vibrating, right? Some people really are not phony. Some people are sick and tired of the negative energy around them, and they're like, you know what? I need some positive friends. I need some positive influence so that I can speak some things into my life and actually see them. Remember, your motto is I see. You all are archers. You go after what you want, boom, and you got it. So the other ones, all the other signs are the receivers, right? Those are the water signs, and the earth signs are the receivers. That's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. That is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Those are the receivers. You can have takers on either side. You all are givers, right? You all may even been taken advantage of by fellow Sagittarians. But nevertheless, let's just keep it going, right? So I'm seeing a lot of good things happen for you all, where you all are sort of like cutting out of the things like, okay, I know these things may have happened to me when I was a child. I may have been taken advantage of by people, you know, in the workplace. I may have been taken advantage of by friends. I have misunderstood the whole 9 yards, but I'm getting ready to go for mine unapologetically, right? My ruling planet Jupiter favors me. God favors me. My ancestors favor me. My spirit guides favor me. So much favor is in your cards, in your life that was already predestined for you. Sagittarius, I'm telling you, that all the bad things that happen to you, now it's time for you to start speaking the good over your life and balance out your own energy. I'm telling you, it's happening. It is happening, Sagittarius. And some of those people who thought, okay, Sagittarius is down for the count, they never gonna rise up again, guess what? They're gonna be really shocked and surprised, because the way you're coming back up out of this, where people thought that it wasn't. But you gotta also remember something too. It's not only you remembering who you are, Sagittarius, it's also the influence of people around you. It's also, because a lot of times people like to say, yes, this happened to me, that happened to me. Yes, it's true. We're not trying to negate that. We're not trying to, gaslight and say it wasn't as bad. In most cases, when you have gone through some kind of trauma, it's actually worse. When you're in it, it's actually worse than how you described it, right? It's like 10 times worse than how you described it, because by the time you can form the words and get it together in your thoughts in your mind and try to make some sense of it all, it's actually 10 times worse than how you communicated it. So when we start having more compassion towards people who have gone through trauma, oh my God, imagine how the world would be like. But you still got to protect yourselves, right? Again, never again, Sagittarius. When somebody says that you didn't see what you know you saw, hey, that's the time to cut them off. That's the time to use your fire to burn that thing to a crisp. I'm serious. All right, let's see what else we have here. A lot of snake energy you all have encountered. You all have encountered some demonic energy. I'm telling you, listen. I see you balancing out your daily affairs when it comes to money. Again, some of you all are working for other people, but guess what? You can ready to go into business for yourself. I'm talking about pick back up that business idea that you may have put on pause for a minute. You picking it back up, you dusting that thing off, and guess what? You can ready to take off. I'm telling you, Sagittarius, this is a new moon. It's time for you to start. And y'all know what new moon energy means, right? Because I talk about this every 8 cycles, right? Because we go from new moon to full moon, and then we got the cycles in between, right? Major moon cycles in between. So new moon energy is that energy where it's going to be quietly creating, time. It's where you're planting your seeds of intention. It's where you're being very careful about who you tell, what you're going to do, your next steps are going. In other words, you're moving in silence, okay? So yes, so this is what you all have ideas in your spirit right now that you can offer the world. I'm seeing a lot of you all build your website, selling your products online. You're really moving into the digital age because things are working in your favor and you're excited about it. This is maybe some little fear, like, okay, I may not be technically savvy, or I may not be, I may not know all of this, but I'm telling you, start speaking things into existence, Sagittarius. Start saying, I'm going to meet somebody who's going to help build my website for free. Don't say it for free. I'm going to meet somebody that's going to offer to build my website for me. I'm going to meet somebody that's going to help me put my products online. I'm going to meet a photographer that's going to take pictures of my product and put those products online so I can start selling them. I want to go in partnership or business or a partnership with somebody that's going to help me get my products out there. Remember, we're talking about the number 8, right? Look at this. When I say we see the infinity symbol right here, right? And when we turn it this way and get in real good, this is the number 8. This is the money exchange number, right? Money is a form of energy. Trying to help somebody understand how all of this works. This person right here, this energy right here is cut out. You're using this sword to cut this energy out, right? I know a lot of people say, yes, I've met devils, I've met demons in my life and the whole 9 yards. Guess what? Here, newsflash, everybody has this person in them, right? This person operates in fear. This is an energy that operates in fear. It operates in doubt. It operates on some kind of an addiction of some sort. Not necessarily drugs or alcohol. You can be addicted to poverty. You could be an impoverished way of thinking. You could be addicted to drama. You could be addicted to all kinds of stuff. It's not until you get outside of the confines of some of those influences that you may have had in your early years of your life that you start to see, wow, it's a whole world out there. Some people go into the military. Some people move far away from their families. Some people decide, hey, I'm cutting my whole family off, right? I need to see something different out here. And so at first it's scary. You're operating in fear. But once you realize what your purpose is in this realm, Sagittarius, you will no longer operate in false evidence appearing real. Fear. You will no longer. So this is what I'm seeing, you all becoming bolder, becoming braver. You're not operating in that low vibration space of being a savage when it comes to being honest towards people. You can be honest in truth. You can say, hey, listen, we are on 2 different frequencies. It doesn't make you good, makes me better than you are, or vice versa, right? But this just doesn't work for me. So there are going to be some relationships that are going to fall out of range. And you're not going to be afraid to not be attached to certain people. You're not going to be afraid to not be attached to family, to be attached to that relationship that hasn't been working for years, that romantic relationship, those friendships that just really don't gel for you. They don't work for you, right? You're not even afraid anymore. That guy is gone. This energy is gone. So it's falling out of range. And guess what enters the room? New opportunities to travel, opportunities for more money, opportunities for a new soul tribe, advancement in the workplace, all of that, because guess what? This is gone. Fear. All fear is gone. So look at all these opportunities coming. And then you're going to see this wand right here represents thinking about the past. This one is about forward movement. You may be thinking about, why was I so afraid? Like, what implanted fear in my mind? Guess who did it? Your family. Right? Every single time they told you you didn't see what you knew you saw, whatever it is that you saw, they were operating in fear because they knew that you were not lying. They knew you weren't lying. But it was the fear in them of being exposed, or maybe the whole family being exposed. That's what it was. That's what instilled that fear in you. You got to take it all the way back to childhood. And that fear has kept you just like a gripping fear for your whole life. And so how does that come out? Okay, I gotta put this hardened shell around me, and I gotta show people I'm not afraid of anything. So I'm gonna go out here and be brutally honest, hurting people because you're hurt, right? You were hurt, again, in the past. Really getting to the root of some things. You're no longer operating in fear because those people who contaminated you. And like I said, you had a lot of snake energies in your life, and I'm not referring to people as snakes, right? Yes, we're talking about the spirit of a snake, right? You know, like on the medical symbol, you have the two snakes. One represents good, one represents evil. Let's talk about this right here. This snake right here is that some of you all had a Kundalini experience where that snake went up your spine, boom, awaken, all the way to that crown chakra, boom, awaken. This is letting you know I've had all these experiences in my life to try to help me break out of this fear. Get me in a place to move. Okay, let's talk third dimension for a second. Let's say Sagittarius, you're sitting in your garden and you are got your garden gloves on, your sun hat on, and the whole 9 yards. And you see a snake come across the grass. It's like a surprise. It's while you were sitting there comfortably, it's going to cause you to almost jump out of your skin because you don't know whether the snake is venomous or non-venomous, right? That's what's we're talking about the non-venomous snakes in our lives. Those things that just kind of sort of jolt us out of that place of comfort, right? And then you have the venomous snakes that come in your lives, that comes in our lives that are there to, they may take to human form, they may take the form of an animal, they may take a form, whatever form they take. We're talking about spirits that's coming to kill, steal, and destroy what? Your dreams, your visions, the thing you saw. So you all have encountered both of those in your lives, but guess what? Fear doesn't exist anymore for you. It doesn't. Not false evidence appearing real. It doesn't exist for you anymore. You all have moved beyond it. I'm happy for you all. These are the oracle cards that we're going to be using today. By the way, this is just in case somebody wants to take a screenshot of this. I know people sometimes like to take a screenshot because people always ask me, what cards are those? This is a general reading. So please take what resonates with you. These cards are the Light Seers Tarot deck by Chris Ann, because people always ask, what cards are those? What cards are those? Yeah, these are the Light Seers Tarot deck. Matter of fact, you can see it on my website at queenamunra.com. If you're interested in a personal reading, go to my website, queenamunra.com, click on schedule your session, and you'll get a chance to see my pricing, my schedule, my calendar, and everything, see what I have available. But yes, so let's get back into pulling an oracle card for you, because fear doesn't exist. Not that kind of fear. We're talking about false evidence appearing real. Does not exist in your spirit anymore. Okay, I'm planting that seed. It's time for you to water it. It doesn't exist anymore. No more tricky relationships. You're not speaking negatively about anybody because you're hurt by, people create all kinds of reasons for why they're hurting, except getting to the root of the hurt, right? Yeah. You all been protecting people for far too long. It's time to get to the root of some things. Here we go. I desire, right? And speak your intention. See, speak your intention, just in case somebody wants to screenshot that. And then what does it say on the back? It's not enough to yearn for more in your life. Your desire must be specific. Yes, it must point to where you are and where you want to be. I love it. You know what I talk about? I know you all are having a great day because that's the intention you set. Be very specific about what kind of great day you're having. Be specific. Say things like, you know what? I'm not going to have any issues with my manager today. I'm not going to have any issues with my colleagues today. Everything is going to go great. Every single thing that comes across my path is going to go great. Whether it's a blessing or it's a lesson, everything in my life is going great. Why? Because that's the intention I set, okay? That's what I have for you. Join me again on Sunday. I may put the video up on Saturday. I've been doing that lately. I'm trying to give you all a preview, not a preview, but like giving earlier videos. But this is what I have for you, Sagittarius. Have a fantastic day. And remember, by the time you watch this video, Pluto would have probably gone, for some people, Pluto probably would have gone station direct. But currently at this very moment, we have 6 planets that are retrograde. That does not include Chiron or True North, but depending on when you watch the video, it may only be 5 planets that are retrograde, not including Chiron and True North. Okay, that's what I have for you. Have a great one. Bye.